Yo. So I'm in my car right now and I felt like I'd change the setting. What came to my mind is I've had so many women in the past week talk about self confidence. And I just want to talk about my experience with self confidence and my journey with self confidence because I too struggled with self confidence. And maybe it might sound weird from someone that's been kind of skinny their whole life, but I struggled with self confidence even when I was working out in the gym consistently for 8 years. So it took me 8 years to finally feel confident in the gym, feel confident in my body. My goal was to be at a point where I can take my shirt off at the beach and not worry about hiding my man boobs or hiding my tummy or hiding my arms. It took 8 years of consistency with good sleep, good food, good workouts, good movement throughout the day. It took me years to actually finally feel confident in my body. So I worked hard in order to get there. But everyone's self-confidence journey is different. It might be faster or it might be shorter for others, but for me, it was super long. And where I'm going with this is you have to understand if you want to finally feel confident in your body, you have to work for it. All things in life that are worth it, all things in life that you want is always going to be hard. There's always a journey towards it. There's always going to be struggles. You're always going to feel like it's impossible. But as long as you stay consistent long term, you're good. You're slowly getting to that place where you want to be. For most women, I know your struggles. You'll talk about not feeling confident in your dresses, not feeling confident in photos, especially when you've got a lot of weddings going on and you don't want to attend the weddings because you're too self-conscious about your body, right? In order to not feel self-conscious about your body anymore, you got to be working towards a healthier body, right? You got to be fueling your body properly. You got to be moving your body properly. You got to give your body what it needs. And what it needs is just more movement and it needs more nutritious food. And also it just needs less garbage food. So it took me years of trial and error in order to get to where I am right now. For most guys, they always wanted to look strong. They always wanted to look buff. And I achieved that goal and it took me 8 years. If you have an aesthetic goal, you just got to keep in mind, it takes a long time to get there. For me as a coach, it took me 8 years, right? That's what I want you to understand. And you got to be consistent. You got to make sure you're doing small things every single day in order to get to your goal. I'll give you an example. What that looks like to get to your goal, it could take a year, is minimum of 3 workouts a week, minimum 10,000 steps a day, eating mostly whole foods, going out to eat once a week, getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's a whole recipe. That's what we teach in the soft skill method. Just as long as if you're ticking all those boxes every single week, you're good. Okay. What usually happens is like a lot of women, they're impatient, right? They think that getting that kind of body is something that happens overnight. Trust me, it's not. There are going to be so many times where you want to quit. There are going to be times where like you get sick. There's going to be times where you're not going to see the scale go down. There are going to be times where you don't see progress in your photos, right? But just as long as in your head, you're motivated to keep on going long term and you remind yourself like these things are going to keep me healthy long term. These things are going to reduce health risks. These things are going to reduce knee pain, back pain, which is weird that a lot of 30-year-olds nowadays, they deal with that, which is not normal. Knee pain and back pain is what 50-year-olds should be dealing with. Okay. When you focus on these things, also you are going to have more peace of mind, right? That's more important than how you look, right? You got to focus on all these other small wins that are very underlooked when it comes to becoming fit, becoming confident. And if you want to be fit, confident, healthy, just do all the things that I told you earlier. Get at least 10,000 steps a day. You focus on all those 4 things, you are good. It may take a year, it may take a year and a half, it may take 2 years. But if you focus on that consistently, I've worked with a lot of women who, Shar, for example. So Shar, it took her 5 months in order to actually see progress with her weight loss. And then she lost 15 pounds in just a few weeks. But in total, when working with me, she lost 20 pounds. And she's never lost that much weight with a trainer. And she's had multiple trainers in the past. So you just got to really trust the process. You got to do all these small things. Just as long as you tick all those boxes, you're good. And you got to imagine like, yo, what is it going to feel like when you get to wear whatever you want? You get to shop for any clothes that you want without thinking about like how you got to adjust it. You get to go to any store, buy anything you want. You get to feel confident in your clothes. You get to feel confident in pictures. You don't have to hide in the back when your picture's being taken. You don't need anything to hide you, right? Imagine feeling like that. That's such an awesome feeling. Like the point where like your confidence is like off the charts. I teach my clients is why we do these things long term Of course, it's to be healthy, but like, just imagine like having so much confidence that like, yo, I'm wearing a bright green hat. And I don't care. For a lot of people, they can't really pull this off. Or I'm wearing like this skeleton sweater and I don't care. Like, it's a lot of confidence to pull this kind of like outfit off. Imagine that, like, getting to that point. It's insane. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to be confident, you want to be healthy, you want to be fit, you just got to be ticking all those 4 things. You'll be good. Okay. Anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Self-confidence, how to get there. It's not that hard. But if you need a blueprint on that, you could just comment the word blueprint or just message me on Instagram. Message me the word blueprint, and I'll send you the actual blueprint that all my clients use in order to get to their goals, mainly to lose 15 pounds in the first 3 months. Anyways, peace.